Well, I guess we knew the good news couldn't last forever. Or maybe it will. We'll have to see where this goes. When I don't make a corny joke at the beginning, you know it's serious business. Greetings fellow Vita fans, this is James with PS Vita at 2 AM, coming at you once again with another video that's not really exciting. And if you're new here and love everything PlayStation Vita, don't forget to subscribe. And make sure to leave me your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. Okay now, I got a feeling this is probably gonna be one of the most controversial topics I have ever discussed on this channel. Even worse than the soft versus crunchy debate that I have with the employees over at Taco Bell. It's certainly gonna be up there, and is most definitely gonna have people split on how they feel about it. Let the brawling begin! So, the PS Vita is kinda known for a few things when it comes to its official stuff. 1, indie games. 2, Japanese themed games, especially JRPGs, or as I call them, JARPEGs. And I would even argue that 3, which is a segue into what we're gonna talk about, is easy platinum trophies. Oh man, I feel like Pandora's box has just been unleashed by me opening this can of worms. The Vita is certainly no slouch when it comes to this category. Many games out there, especially in its later releases, had very, very easy platinum trophies. Some of which you could acquire in like less than half an hour. Not that those were my personal favorites or anything. In fact, it was obvious that the devs implemented this to kind of tempt more gamers out there to buy their games. Let's just call a spade here. In fact, even I myself might have acquired a few easy platinum trophies here and there over my gaming lifetime on the Vita, or 20, but it looks like all of that could be coming to an end very soon. I ain't crying at all. So this news article comes from thegamer.com. Yeah, they're the same individuals that posted that leak about the PS Vita store potentially closing back last year. I ain't crying at all. So they're usually on point when it comes to their leaks. And here's what it had to say. Sony will remove shovelware and easy platinum games from the PlayStation store. Yep, no more padding your platinum collection. Darn it, I was so hopeful too. So let's see what this crescendo of information entails. For a lot of people, gaming is all about trophy hunting. Why do I feel guilty all of a sudden? That might have just become a little bit harder to do on PlayStation, as Sony has informed developers that it will be implementing stricter guidelines when it comes to cracking down on shovelware and games that appear to have little to more to offer than an easy platinum. I guess this means that games such as My Name is Mail, the title that only requires you to tap the X button in order to win, will be leaving my life permanently someday. I really was so curious to see how it was able to acquire that fancy bikini. Yeah, that's actually a feature of the game. A document reportedly sent to dex.exe, boy does that give me some creepypasta memories, by an anonymous source has been sent to developers informing them of the new guidelines and actions that will be taken should they be broken. When partners oversaturate or spam PlayStation Store with many variants of the same type of content, it can negatively impact both the customer and partner experience, the letter reads. Holy cow, you know it's serious when Sony is actually calling some of the developers spammers out there. Them's fighting words. PlayStation then lists what will be considered spam or repetitive content moving forward. Among products that will now fit that definition are games that are copied and not meaningfully different from pre-existing games on the PlayStation Store.
But My Name is Mail 2 was so different.
And multiple concepts that have duplicative functionalities that have minor variances of assets. PlayStation recommends developers that might be guilty of that aggregate those games into a single experience to avoid falling foul of the new punishment for doing so. Hey now, in Mayo's defense here, I did receive carpal tunnel syndrome from actually beating the game. Wait, that's probably not a good thing now, is it? So the article goes on to say, as for what those punishments are, the list is a long one. It ultimately depends on the product and whether the developer responsible for it is a repeat offender. Listed among the consequences are restricted discoverabilities on the PS Store and having the content delisted from the store entirely. That's kind of what I'm legitimately concerned about here. Sony could decide to start delisting certain PS Vita games from the store that they feel meet this, criteria. I was doing air quotes as I said that. Should the same developer be warned and punished multiple times, it could even result in a suspension from adding content or an outright ban. Holy cow, Sony certainly isn't playing around with this. Rodaleka Games duck for cover. Someone's platinum haul can often look pretty impressive, but on some occasions, their trophy collection may well have been topped up by the types of game PlayStation is now trying to crack down on. Hey, just because I have the likes of Megamind and Hannah Montana on my PS3 trophy trophy list doesn't mean anything. For example, there's currently a game available through the PS Store that requires nothing more than the player to press X to make an animated pumpkin jump up and down. Quick, somebody needs to make a waifu simulator that does that exact same thing, called the Jumping Pumpkin. Yes, that's really what it's called. And it has a full trophy list and includes a platinum. Platinum. Spam. Gee, I wonder if this pumpkin likes to eat his sandwiches with mayonnaise. So yeah, this seems to be the situation we are currently finding ourselves in. Sony is now going to be cracking down on the PlayStation Store for any games that might be repetitive, easy platinum type of titles. And like I've said, the PS Vita, well, it does have its good share of easy platinum trophies. So what do you guys think? Do you think that maybe there's a chance that we might start seeing a lot of games from Radaleka, for instance, that maybe just might be getting delisted from the PlayStation Store because of this? I will say one thing here. Although the PS Vita does have a lot of easy platinum trophies, there's no doubt about that. No doubt about that. Most of the games on there are actual games. Yeah, sure, they give you easy platinum trophies like running water, but still, they actually do share functionalities and aren't really repetitive, again, save for the whole My Name is Mayo game. And if that does get delisted, just know I'm gonna miss you, old pal. But anyway, what do you guys think about this? Are you afraid of what Sony just might do in this situation? Are you into platinum trophies at all? Do you like these smaller indie games that just have, limited gameplay? Or is this not going to bother you in the absolute slightest? Please let me know down in the comments section below. And as always, fellow Vita fans, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It really means a lot to me. Love you all, and I'll see you next time. This video has been brought to you in part by all of these wonderfully generous supporters who help make this content possible. So a huge thank you goes out to David Ray, Wendy K, Hemdahl Imbert, Gutter Drums, Sculpture Tugel TCG, Adam Thury, Per Sterner, Silica, JR, Kyle Brooks, Saul Ramirez, Phantom XRS, Rodrigo Vera, Crazy Cat, Heston Joseph, Kevin Enright, Jared Haddo, VG Legends, Claimer Malarkey, EMF, Michael O'Connor, H-Hitter, Jelly, Joseph Shavak, Richard Cruz, PS Vita S, Adam Sondi, Hero Acer, Sabin Fire, Zenkai Ranger, That Bro, Chris Foxhound, Jamie, PSP Guru, Starlight Mirror, Lacerated 87, No Good, Aridri, Franz Hartle, Matt Hargett, Mazgus, Tasha Monty, Eric DeWitt, Juan M. Hermosillo, Burzin Mystery, Kayonko, Hector Gonzalez, Dr. Super Artie, Ricardo Martinez, Donut Valley, Nintendo Switch at 2 a.m., Azumara, 1488 Dental, Rizal Pliskin, Buzz Saiyan, Samai 241, Randy Azudetch, Bushin Ryu Cat, Milk Sama, Neo Arashi, Reiko Star, Matt Fox, B Mystery, Legion 21, Meshuga 360, Shin Snake, Alan Iwazu, Zakrito, Werthorga, Airkick 72, and a big thank you to Michael Marchand and Thomas Kremet for the recent outside donations. If you would be interested in supporting the channel and gaining access to a number of perks, including having your name featured on the end credits of these videos, or if you wish to remain anonymous, that can be provided too, then make sure to check the links down in the description below. I have numerous ways for you to do this down there. Can't support in this manner? Don't worry about it. I also have some affiliate links from both Amazon and PlayAsia for anyone who is interested in purchasing something from them. Basically, the way it works is so long as you use one of those links to just access their website, then anything you purchase afterwards, a small commission will go to help support this content at no extra cost to you, the consumer. I also have channel merchandise available, and of course, as always, likes and shares can help equally as much. And no, I was 100% serious when I said that I was really curious to see how Mayo's journey to find the ultimate bikini would turn out. Maybe the guy at Walmart was right. Maybe I do have too much time on my hands.